With the single I Came Here to Dance on the album, Just Another Day, Freya Wolf is doing some amazing things in the world of music just at the moment and joins me now to tell me more. Hello to you.
Hello there, Jason.
How are things in your musical world at the minute? Because it's been a challenging time of late, and I kind of get the impression you enjoy being in front of an audience.
Yes, I am missing the wilder side of making an album. The celebrations with the band, the parties, the gigs. It's been a quiet time. It's quite busy at the moment. Everything happening quite fast now. But it has been quite quiet the last year.
But I mean, back to it, and I suppose it's given you time to get the album to where you wanted it to be as well. Because when there's pressure on you with gigging, etc., trying to find that time to be in the studio can be a little tricky.
That's right. We have had time to give it that extra attention to detail. We took our time. We enjoyed that time to really build something a bit better, a bit bigger.
So tell me about the single to start off with.
Okay, so I Came Here to Dance is a bit more upbeat. It's intended to get people up dancing. It's sort of got a bit of a Motown feel to it, with the chorus girls as well, so a bit fun. And the actual lyrics themselves are about when I was younger and I would go out and you get, the boys coming over, charming you.
Surely this still happens.
Oh yes, of course. But I used to go out, I used to love to go out and just dance and enjoy the music and karaoke. And so the lyrics of the song reflect this.
Mm. Like, I mean, your karaoke nights must have been absolutely amazing. You go out and you basically steal the show when it came there to singing in your local pub or bar. It must have been absolutely awesome. And may I ask, what decade are you in then now, if you're making out that this is a while ago?
Yeah, so I'm born in the late 70s.
Right. So I knew you were younger than me. I thought you were a lot younger than me rather than... So I'm early 70s. So, but that means you lived through some great times. I mean, you'd have caught the back end of the 80s and that music and everything that went on there. I mean, that was a fun time. So there would have been recurrent hits popping up in what I suppose you and your parents were listening to. But then the 90s had this amazing indie vibe, and that would have been where you were when you were actually in your teens.
That's right. My friends were really into Nirvana. And then, of course, you had the things like Take That come about when I was a teenager. No, exactly. So I avoided all my friends. And I stuck with the older style. I loved, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley, obviously the soul singers, which is, where I headed my life. Mm-hmm. I absolutely loved the Bond singers and the big songs and these amazing voices. So I stayed well away from the indie music.
Yeah, but I mean, you had things like, I suppose M People were one of the influences because they had a great soulful sound. You got the people like the Fugees doing a bit of rap with them. So there's always been that element in popular music, whatever happens, hasn't there? So I suppose you can tap into that and use that as an influence too.
Yeah, absolutely. Singers like that being around when I was a teenager were the things I would be going out singing with my friends. Yeah, fantastic voices all through time. You pick them out, and I'm hoping I'm joining them.
Well, this is to be expected, to be fair, because I mean you've had success with the touring and musically when it comes to releasing work. It's always an odd world these days, isn't it? With the number of different platforms things go out of. What is your preferred way of having your music listened to? Are you a vinyl girl, or are you happy with CD and download and streaming?
I mean, the world now is download and streaming. But I am glad to see there's been a surge of vinyl. I am a vinyl girl. There is no better way in my mind to listen to the music. And being a 60s, 70s soul singer, I think it's inevitable my songs should become a vinyl.
So is that something that's happening immediately, or is it something that will come as the album gets more traction?
I think as it becomes more attractive, it has been mentioned in the studio to become CD and then vinyl.
So that is something that will follow. And so I know you're working on a video, and does this mean you'll get to do a bit of dancing too, show us your moves at the same time as singing, or maybe harking back to your karaoke days?
That would be something.
Are you going to stick with some imagery around the whole dancing feel?
Definitely. I
Okay.
think for me, as much as I love the deeper soul songs, the big voice, I also love producing music that gets people up and gives them some energy. There's nothing like waking up in the morning, putting on some music, gives you the energy no matter what you're doing, even if you're just cleaning your kitchen, you're dancing around, and that's me. So I want to share that side of me and hope to bring that to other people in their homes.
So onto the album then, and we talked about the fact it's been honed to perfection. How do you see that as a journey and the story that it tells? Because are you high energy throughout, or do you like to take that chill moment to reflect a little too?
Absolutely. It's given me the time to have a bit of both. It's not all rush, rush, rush. It's not all high energy. I have been in my dressing gown and pajamas during COVID in the studio with a cup of tea, enjoying that, to give you the time to really get into the feeling of the songs as well. So I wouldn't stand there and sing a sad song in a really high energy mood. But maybe if I was out in the normal world, I'd have to. But I've been able to take the time, sit back, think about these really sad times and really try and give my all. So yeah, a bit of both.
Yeah. So when you're gigging with this, obviously it'll be the mood you're in on the day. But when
That's
you,
right. I mean, it will be a whole different scenario. But then when we're gigging, we will be going out with completely high energy Motown funk all the way.
and how do you build that sound? Have you got a group of artists that you work with as the backing band all the time, or do session musicians come in and out and have to sign up to the high energy ethos when required?
Absolutely. We pull in who we need when we need them. Ross in the studio has been fantastic in pulling us some absolute legends from around the world. So yes, it's literally sent away, comes back, it's either right, it's not right, goes back again, all around the world. And then I get copies coming through. Do I like this? What do I think? And it builds right to that last moment, and then released the second we're happy with it, released.
There you go. Well, that's how the music works. It's building. Where do we find you on all the socials and online? And of course, what do we search for when it comes down to your music in the streaming services that are out there?
Okay, so online, I'm on Facebook. You can follow me on Freya's Musical Journey. I'm also on Twitter and LinkedIn. And then you can find me on SoundCloud, Spotify. YouTube is building. The videos do come a bit later, but we are on there. And you can also download Apple, Amazon. We're quite across the board.
So pretty much everywhere, and just search for Freya Wolf and you will find some absolutely amazing music. Right, I'm going to let you introduce the single now. Go for it. Do me a quick sales pitch and sell the song.
Okay, so I am Freya Wolf. This is my new single, I Came Here to Dance. I hope you are all up on your feet enjoying the sounds of soul from the 60s.
It sounds like it's going to be brilliant fun. Freya, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Oh, baby, you got your eyes on me, and you like what you see. I can see that you're undressing me with those eyes.